Previously on balls.co.za.
So nice, we can actually we can hook up with good bandwidth. Look at that clear picture.
Oh, beautiful. And oh, look at that nice shirt.
Gary Mabbutt is so photogenic. Not saying that he's not good looking in real life, but gee,
Yes.
camera's good to Gary Mabbutt. And he's wearing his England shirt, rightfully so as well.
England named this 23-man squad.
Okay, yeah, we'll get to that in a moment. Yeah. Gary, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. I'm glad you asked about the shirt.
Yes.
It's being worn for a reason.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I spent the whole day in the studio where the Band-Aid single was made.
Really?
I remember that years ago, and we did one for another big charity for Sport Relief. We have Comic Relief and Sport Relief over here.
What was that song? What song did you guys do for Sport Relief? I remember that.
Well, we did it yesterday for this one for Sport Relief. So it was recorded with Baby Spice and Sporty Spice and Kimberly from Girls Aloud. We had Pixie Lott there with us. Of course, we had Gary Barlow. And the players, we had Gary Lineker, David Seaman. We had Michael Owen with us. We had about 12 ex-players all making this video for Sport Relief. So it's all a secret, the song, until it's being released on the night of Sport Relief, 21st of March. So there we go. So everybody in SA can go on, download the song, and send all the money to charitable needs.
There we go. Is Pixie Lott still as gorgeous as ever?
She was stunning yesterday. Yeah, she wore a lovely summer dress, and we were playing football with her in the studio. So it was quite fun. Yeah. I'm not sure she's going to make the first team, but she did her best.
Yeah, I remember out of those, obviously there was Band-Aid. There was Band-Aid 2 as well. There was Ferry Aid. I remember Ferry Aid. They did was it all Ferry Across the Mersey? I think they did a whole collection of guys. Didn't the football players and a whole lot of sportsmen do one of these things before?
We haven't done one like this. We've done numerous songs over the years, going into World Cups or European Championships. But the song that we did yesterday is for Sport Relief. All the money's going to Sport Relief, but it's also going to be the official World Cup song for England. Okay. For the Brazil World Cup this year.
Fantastic. And of course teams also do, when they win the league, they also have their song that goes to number one on the charts very often. So Spurs haven't had one.
I'm sorry, but after last weekend's result at Stoke, I'm sure the Arsenal fans shouldn't be smiling too much.
I think it's done, Gary. I think that moment that we all feared came last week, and I think it's going to be hard to come back now. It's almost like it's a two-horse race.
Well, I mean, at the moment, Man City won the first trophy of the season last week at Wembley against Sunderland, coming from behind to win that. They're looking very strong. Chelsea are also, Jose Mourinho's playing everything down, saying it's Man City's title and all this. He's playing the mind games. Now Alex Ferguson's left the scene. It's very easy for Jose to control the mind games in the Premier League.
Yeah. Johnny, anything to ask Gary? I've just got to quickly pop off camera to do something.
Do you, Darren?
Yeah.
Darren, Roy Hodgson.
Please don't put your Arsenal shirt on.
No.
Gary, what did you think of the 23-man squad for the World Cup?
Well, again, I looked at the game last night, and there were players that were given their opportunities. But I mean, Roy's. It's a very difficult task. I remember over the years when I was hoping to be selected and was left out, and there's going to be lots of disappointment for players. But like every English fan, I think, see, I knew it.
But it is the away strip, so Gary, it's a home game for you.
Oh, hold on, so now we're trying to outdo each other. Sorry.
Yes, look at lovely, yes. Woohoo! Gary.
There we go. Blank.
Yeah, I've got Suarez's.
I've got the trophy cabinet at Arsenal.
Yeah, I got Suarez's Arsenal jersey. They never quite got the name on there yet. Yeah. Sorry, carry on, Gary.
Where was I?
You were talking about
England. So it is. It's like all England fans. I always believe that we always have a great opportunity in World Cups, and yet every time we get there, we always let ourselves down. This group of players is more than capable of going a long way, and obviously the World Cup song we did yesterday, I mentioned before, for Sport Relief, that's all about the first time winning the World Cup since 1966. Sir Geoff Hurst was with us in the studios yesterday, so we had a lot of fun with Sir Geoff. So yeah, I mean, we always think we can win it. there are some very, very good teams at the moment. I mean, Brazil on their home soil, you got to look at them. Beat SA last night 5-0. But yeah, there are a few surprises. I think Belgium could be a surprise. I think Chile could be a surprise team.
Well, that's when you mentioned Belgium, that's why I just nodded, because we've been having a debate here with our soccer man, Neil Collins, and Comfort, who also works on our soccer ball show. They've got someone who's actually putting on bets, and whatever we win goes to our charity, Wings of Change. I think they made 7,000 Rand for us so far, which is very nice. But they're going to blow it all because they went for Holland, and I told them go Belgium as an outsider, and I think you could have got them at 40-1 at one stage. But this Belgian side that's going to go to the World Cup now, these are mostly made up of the guys I think who won the Under-21 World Cup not too long ago.
Yes, and I think it always happens at some stages whereby a team of players will all come together at the right time. I thought that was going to happen for England in the last World Cup in South Africa, and it didn't, of course. But I think Belgium, you look at some of the players in that squad, and they are players that are playing at the highest level, great abilities, looking like making a decent team. So, no, I think no European side has ever won the World Cup in South America. So, you got to also think about that. There's always a first time.
Yeah. Just having a look. I haven't actually looked at the squad yet. Johnny just called it up now. Andros Townsend made it, right?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yep.
I think he's a talent, that kid. He's very, very good.
I think he came onto the scene earlier this year, helped us qualify for the World Cup. And again, he deserves the opportunity. I mean, of course, there's still going to be some, maybe some players getting injured between now and the end of the season. Obviously, you hope that nobody does, but it's always going to happen, unfortunately. In the game last night, it looked like Wilshere went down with a very heavy challenge, and fortunately, he was okay. Because again, I think he could be outstanding for England as well.
Yeah, good win for England because, of course, the Danes had the world's greatest player, Nicholas Bentner, up front there. So I mean, that was a dangerous option.
Oh, self-professed, yes, exactly.
Yeah. So is he going to Real Madrid or Barcelona? Which one yet? I haven't heard.
Sorry?
Which one is he going to, Real Madrid or Barcelona? Because I heard they were fighting over him.
Been battling out for years.
Gary, just
saw his hairdo out as well, I'm sure.
What is going on? I mean, are you obviously been watching Jack Wilshere this season? What do you make of him at the moment? To me, his body language just seems like he's very frustrated and irritable. Are you seeing that as well? Is it a different Jack Wilshere you're seeing this year?
No, I mean, talent-wise, I think he's got outstanding ability. I think he could be a real force to be reckoned with in England midfield. I'm always full of praise of him, but he has got that, that if he's not careful, that self-implode button where some rash challenges, going there and just losing his cool at times. He's got to concentrate on what he does best. Because unfortunately, it's very easy in the game, but whenever we played against teams, we knew full well who the players were on the opposition side that could be wound up very easily, that would, given a little comment or a remark or a hard challenge, would perhaps react in a bad way. So he's one of those players that will be identified for that, and he's going to have to be careful.
Yeah. That jersey you're wearing now, is that one of your actual England jerseys that you played in?
Yes, it was one of my last England jerseys.
You're in like fit playing condition, Mr. Mabbutt, because that fits you like it did when you played.
Well, no, I'm breathing in very deeply.
Well, Gary, it's awesome to chat to you, and thanks for joining us again today. Yeah, good luck with your team, and obviously it's now 98 days, I think, away from this, less than 100 days to go to the World Cup. There's lots of excitement there. Obviously, over here, it's kind of been dampened by the fact that we're not there, and then secondly, that loss to Brazil. All kinds of talk about the coach going, and the same old story again. So different moods in different countries.
Yes, absolutely. But I think the last World Cup in South Africa itself, it'll be very difficult for any nation to try and outdo South Africa in what they did. Yeah. FIFA, after the last World Cup, declared it the most successful and the most safe and secure World Cup in history. So Brazil's got a lot to live up to.
Absolutely.
Well, in terms of safety, I mean, none of our stadiums collapsed, which is a huge perk.
I mean, absolutely.
Gary, I must just tell you, a little 7-year-old boy ran onto the pitch after South Africa were beaten 5-0 by Brazil, and instead of ushering him off, the whole team picked him up and embraced the whole situation. It was very, very special. They picked him up and walked around the stadium with him.
It was only South African to get close to Neymar last night.
Yes.
No, I saw
gesture.
that. Yeah, it was a fantastic gesture by the Brazilian side. I mean, the little boy, obviously very cheeky, managed to get himself on the field, being chased after by the stewards. But you say Neymar, got hold of the lad and put his arm around him, had some photographs taken, and you say carried him aloft. So I think that's some great memories for that young boy.
And that was the photo that went around in the media and social media today as well, which was nice. So, Gary, always good to chat to you, and thanks a lot for joining us in your England jersey. There we go. We were talking live to a bit of history there, right there. That England jersey played in internationals, my friend.
There you go, sir. And thank you for turning up in your Arsenal shirts.
Well, I didn't, but I finished off in the Arsenal shirt. Thanks, Gary.
Just by your side, weren't you?
Yeah, well, it's up on our wall at the back. I've got a red one as well, but I'll save that to next time. Thanks a lot, Gary. All the best.
Bye, Gary.
Cheers, guys. Thanks.
Cheers,
Thank
bye.
you, Gary.
Gary Mabbutt joining us here on Balls Visual Radio with some more wisdom from the world of football.
Balls.co.za